Okay, fine. So we have discussed just now what is the structure of two valley theorem, and this is the now alignment reverse. Wait. Is it okay? Alignment is being okay. Okay, fine. Now, just it is been explained that what is the concept of two valley theorem, how to draw that. We are making use of two valleys in the conduction band, and which is been having a energy gap of 0.36 electron volts here between the upper valley and lower valley, and it is being produced for the transfer of electrons over there. And here we too have an electrons which is being present in the valency band, and the few electrons which is being present in the conduction band of lower valley. Okay, now we'll see what happens to these change of electrons, how it is being the electrons has been moving out based upon the voltage which is been given to it. Now it is nothing but basically a N type gallium arsenide. So this is nothing but the compound semiconductor which is being used to fabricate the gun diode is nothing but N type gallium arsenide. As I have told, it is a compound semiconductor only. So that the two compounds of gallium and arsenide both are used to fabricate this gun diode. So whatever we are making use is nothing but N type gallium arsenide. So for that, to know the working functionality of this particular gun diode, basically we have three conditions there in which it is been operating. So in the three cases, the gun diode will be operated actually here, and it is being given as the first one. It is being taken as the electric field. So this is the electric field. In all the cases, we have electric field here, and here we have some locations. What is the location of the electrons over here? So locations is being given out. Locations of the electrons, how it is being moving out, is being recorded over here. Now, basically, as I have told that there will be two valleys here. The two valleys will be considered over here. Lower valley and upper valley. So this is nothing but the mobility of these electrons will be very high here. In this case, the mobility of the electrons in the lower valley will be generally high compared to the upper valley. So that I'm just drawing here the electrons is been full with the electrons, and now I'll be explaining what happens actually. So whenever the first case, in this case, the first case, if we check out the case one, whatever the energy which is being applied, if it is being less than the energy applied to the lower valley, okay, the energy which is being applied to the first case and the energy will be less than the energy of the lower valley which is being applied, then there is no scope for the electrons to travel from lower valley to the upper valley because they don't have enough energy here. Okay, so that they'll be at same stage, and that will be at the locations of the lower value only. There is no chance to transfer the electron over here when in the first case, as the energy has been less than the lower valley energy. Okay, and second case, it has been approximated as if the energy which is being applied, or the field, electric field which is being applied, we can say that electric field or energy. So this electric field which is being applied, if it is been greater than the electric field of the lower valley and less than the electric field of the upper valley. Okay, if the electric field applied is less than the electric field of the lower valley and more less than the electric field of the upper valley and more than the electric field of a lower valley, then they gain an energy. The electrons will gain an energy, then they start transferring from lower valley to the upper valley. So few electrons will gain energy and they start their journey, or transfer of electrons will be taking place from lower valley to the upper valley. So this is what it has been happening over here. And the third case, if we see, if the energy which is being applied is being greater than the upper energy, upper electric field. So the electric field which is applied is been greater than the electric field of the upper valley, then all the electrons will be totally moved to the upper valley. So this is how the transfer of electrons will be taking place, and hence being named as transferred electron device. Okay, this is the gun diode is being based upon the transfer of electrons, where because of this concept, whatever I have explained just now, it is being said to be transferred electron device. Okay, so this is the working principle on which it is been operating. Based upon this, let me give out the characteristics, how the characteristics of the gun diode can be obtained. I am going to explain. It's a simple concept, and where we have, whenever we produce the electrons are moving out, then it has some, the expression can be given as the conductivity of those electrons which is being transferred is being given as sigma is equal to E into mu L NL plus mu U NU. So this is the conductivity of which the electrons are moving out, and where we know that mobility of lower valley, mu L is the mobility, we can say that mobility of the lower valley, and mu U is nothing but mobility of upper valley, and whereas N, it corresponds to the density, electron density, and NL stands for electron density of the lower valley, and NU stands for the electron density of upper valley, and where E stands for the charge of an electron, and sigma is the conductivity. So this is how we can calculate the conductivity of those electrons which is being transferred from lower valley to the upper valley. Okay, now let me explain the VI characteristics. After that, we are moving to the important concept that we'll be doing it in the next class. Okay, so VI characteristics. VI characteristics, as I have told that the characteristics will exhibit the negative resistance property. So I'm going to explain what are this negative resistance property, how it exhibits the negative resistance property will be explained now. So based upon that, the negative resistance property, first I'm taking the two parameters between which the characteristics can be drawn, and this is nothing but the current, and this is the voltage which is being applied. The parameters which we are taking is of a voltage, and this is the current. Now basically we'll see what happens initially. As I have told that whenever the current which is being produced, or whenever the voltage it is being increased, when the applied voltage is being increased in such a way that where greater than the thermal energy, then the current is being linearly increased over here. Whatever the voltage which is being applied, linearly the current is going to increase. So that's what is being recorded over here. So this is nothing but as long as the electrons will be moving from conduction band to the valency band. So this can be done over here. So as long as the voltage is being increased over here, then as the electrons will be keep on moving from conduction band to the valency band to the conduction band, thereby the conduction electrons will play a vital role there. So thereby linearly the current is being increased over here, and this is being nothing but the threshold current, ITH. So this is the threshold current over here, and after this particular point, whenever it is being reached over here, so this is being considered as the threshold voltage. This is at what threshold voltage? Threshold current, the maximum current is being recorded, is said to be the threshold current over here. Then after that, what happens? If whenever the voltage which is being applied beyond its limits, because actually it should not be done. If we increase the voltage of this gun diode beyond the limits, then what happens? The electrons, whatever present in the lower valley, they tends to move towards the upper valley. Okay, the electrons from lower valley is being moved to the upper valley if we increase the voltage beyond its limits. Okay, so because of this movement of the electrons which is been taking place from lower valley to the upper valley, will be less in number. Okay, so less number of quantity will be moved from lower valley to the upper valley. So because of that, whatever it should increase the current, it cannot be done. A smaller the current is being dropping down, and whatever increase is being taking place here, you can see, observe that the current is being dropping down here. So this is because the conduction is being taking place due to these electrons within the conduction band. The electrons will be moving from lower valley to the upper valley, which has been very less compared to the normal case. Okay, so that the current, whatever it is being done the previously, it will be not increased simultaneously, as it is being starts decreasing here. As the voltage is being increased beyond the limits, the current is being dropping down, and during this particular period, the electrons will be transferred from lower valley to the upper valley. So then this is being dropped up to the valley voltage. The same is being recorded as valley current. And after that, it is being increased normally when it comes back to the original stage. Once again, the increase in current will be taking place. So this is nothing but the negative resistance property. So this is the negative resistance property on which the Gunn diode will be operating. The concept will be different as that of the tunnel diode. The concept is been different, and whereas this is the Gunn diode, and it has been a compound semiconductor of gallium arsenide, whereas tunnel diode is been of either silicon or germanium. That is only semiconductor we have used there, and the approach is been different. But whereas the approach here it is been different because it is a compound semiconductors, the concept used will be totally different with respect to the previous concept. So this is the concept of the working function or VI characteristics of Gunn diode. Okay, so in the next class we are about to discuss, there are 4 type of modes. Okay, there are 4 modes. There are 4 modes on which the Gunn diode is been operating. Okay, so those 4 modes are very important. We'll see what is the concept involved in these 4 modes, and in which mode will get enough higher efficiency, and in which mode what is the velocity it is been applied, what is the voltage it is been applied. We'll see all those details in these 4 modes of operation of Gunn diode. Okay, so this is how the Gunn diode can be explained. Please let me know, and if you have any doubts regarding this Gunn diode,